Hello, I'm Jeff Bloodrain and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. So, this is the last day of second Valentine stories. We unfortunately missed Taylor Tales' episode last night, but at least I only missed 2 days this month, so it's not too bad compared to the past, but being that this is the last one, Doki Doki Literature Club, just like Christmas Crimson Snow, closed out its holiday. But don't worry, Taylor Tales, Doki Doki Literature Club, Immortal Love, The Price of a Miracle, and Dark Romance, The Swan Sonata will all return next month for Tales of Second Valentine's Day stories. And we'll do the after special. And then once this season's over, the holiday won't return until next year. Anyways, we'll pick it up right where we left off. Sayori, so if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a girlfriend, a boyfriend, right? I think we've already established that, Sayori. What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because. So we made a poem that we haven't read yet. If I have a boyfriend, then he won't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would. Anyway, are you asking me out? I think Sayori's asking me out. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. That's gross. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on getting to bed earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. Is that what you try to say? That I don't need to stay up till 5 a.m.? But that's true. So I do go to bed early sometimes. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are of taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so. Maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori? But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. And Monica. Okay, everyone. Please tell me we're reading poems. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Oh, it's about time. You couldn't have done that last episode, could you? Yay! Jeff, I can't wait to read yours. I just randomly picked stuff. I don't know what I wrote. Yes, same here. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. Here we go. Monica. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? I did, but I randomly picked a bunch of words from the screen. In real life. Yeah? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? We're gonna pick. Sayori's gonna want us to pick her. You watch. I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf, torn from a spiral notebook. And on the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sat. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Alright, who would I show my poem to first? Ooh, yeah, so we got Sayori, we got Natsuki, we got Yuri, and we got Monica. If we can pick each one, I think we should go down the list, starting with Sayori. I am definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayori first, well, because her and I are friends. It's not favoritism. She's my good friend, after all. 2 exclamation points and 3 dots. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Jeff. Yeah, don't get excited. I love it. I just randomly picked a bunch of words. I had no idea you were such a good writer. I try. Sayuri, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote? Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, So when you read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Jeff poem. You had to labor, didn't you? And that makes it feel extra special. Oh my gosh. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayuri hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayuri. I'm really happy just that you wrote it. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Jeff. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, Try and do things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayuri. I'm not sure if Sayuri sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, yeah? And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? I guess. Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Ooh, we get to read. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. That was very interesting. Sayuri, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Yeah, of course. I knew you would. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or, how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last part. That last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. That's true, it is. I hear breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thank you for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright, so we get to now show Natsuki, Yuri, and Monica. Let's go with Natsuki. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me, Miss Attitude. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke my emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. So Natsuki hates it, but Sayuri loves it. I'm afraid to hear what the other two have to say. Do you want to get smacked? Oh, jeez, you don't have to go that far. I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Ooh. Not that you'll like it. Okay. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Well, that was short and sweet. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. Sorry about that. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, so we just got Yuri and Monica. Oh gosh, I'm afraid to see her reaction. Yuri stares at the poem. I have to read this dramatically because it feels like a tension built up to me. A minute passes, more than enough time to for her to finish reading. Sorry, I forgot to start speaking. How do you forget to speak? It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. I can picture her just sitting there in a daze right now. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah? Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guessed that it might be after reading through it. And so... so it's that bad. No. Did I raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressionist are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. Geez, how much of a dialogue do you need? I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Well, Natsuki didn't. Natsuki can be a bit biased, though. Yeah, I know. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I thought she was going to say please don't. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? I can't even read cursive. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining starlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calms breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. That's true, and I have trouble reading cursive in real life, so. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's your first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Jeff. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it, after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolic compared to a ghost. Alright, we're gonna probably have to cut it off here soon because her dialogue is lengthy. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting in that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Alright, we'll read two more. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. One more. I guess I'll have to keep trying. And with that being said, this is where we're going to end this episode of Doki Doki Literature Club, and thus, Second Valentine's Day Stories has officially closed its doors for the year. But don't worry, Immortal Love, The Price of a Miracle, Doki Doki Literature Club, and Dark Romance, The Swan Sonata will be coming back for second Valentine's Day stories next month, along with some new exclusives to that after special. So, I'm Jeff Bloodroom. I hope you guys had fun, and I'll see you next time.